This the book of Second Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest would began to visit the world which he made. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Ka Haloim La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule web, and the greatest unto the young brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful lit. Lord, when this edifying lesson, and this another edition of Measured Out of Time Diligently. We're gonna get straight into it, Lord, when this edifying.
Chinese President Xi Jinping is now wrapped up his three-day meeting with Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin by pledging to shape a new world order.
Yeah, and listen to this language. Xi told Putin that they are driving changes not seen in a century.
Is the United States dollar under threat? Well, the U.S. dollar became the backbone of the global economy after World War II because of America's robust economy, its democracy, and its transparent regulatory systems, which made the nation seem.
And it's military, you know. But on the point being is the American dollar is crashing. You got the bricks rising up, and this uh video was posted 5 months ago, so I'm way behind on it. But it's still being talked about now. The bricks, and that they plan on lunching in January or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back up into. I think they said January they're supposed to launch the BRICS currency. And and Russia and China and all these great. Well, they gonna say it in in this video. All these nations coming together. But I'm gonna get this Isaiah 14:4. It reads that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? And we know this Babylon that it's talking about is America, man. And the king of Babylon is your president. Um, it say that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, because America is, the streets paved with gold. You come to America, you can prosper, you can do this, you can do that. Now the nations, you know, are looking down at this place. Now the nations are doing things to take power from America, because America power lays in first and foremost his military, and second his monetary system. You know how he set up the money, how the elite set up the money to uh even they got a quote, give me control of a nation's resources or wealth, something like that. And I don't care who make the laws. And that's basically how America ruled in the earth. They got control of nations' wealth resources through what? Giving them the feeding them democracy, you know, and sneaking all they natural resources and riches out the back door and setting up puppet leaders and things of that nature. So, like I say, give me like the elites say, one of the quotes of one of those elites. I can't say who it was. I just know the quote. Give me control of a nation's resources, and I care not who make the laws. Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who make the laws. So that's the same thing with how America ran, you know, as far as ruling over these other nations, because we know it's deeper than America. It's deeper than Russia and China. No, you have the Edomites, these Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPonts, these super rich Edomites who are running things behind the scenes. Ain't no Putin ain't the top dog. Xi Jinping ain't the top dog. Joe Biden or Donald Trump, every last single president on the earth is taking orders from the elites. They doing what the elites telling them to do. That's who all countries in the earth are indebted to the elites. You know,
a safe place for international investors. But now the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have announced plans to develop.
And those are uh, China and India. I think he said Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. China and India is the top two, the two largest has the two largest population in the earth, man. Then you got South Africa, Brazil, um, and China. I mean Russia. That's the BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. You know, all these nations are developing what you call a new currency, what you call the BRICS currency. Which it all, what's finna happen is they finna go digital. They finna present a new world order. Damn, that's a new world. Yeah, new world order. One religion, one currency, and one government. You know, that's what they getting ready to produce. Not produce, but present to the world. But it say the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter and the scepter scepter of the rulers who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Because America's finna be persecuted, and America rule the nations in anger. If you don't do what they say, that's what sanctions. They might just drop a nuclear bomb on you. They might send, a drone. They might drop a drone on your ass, man. You know, they might invade you. Ain't no telling with America, man. America get down and dirty.
A new currency. Their goal is to reduce reliance on the US dollar and other Western currencies as well.
Steve, are they ready for this? China is now trying to replace the U.S. dollar.
Let me get this one too. This this Joel chapter 3 and verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Because what's gonna come up out of this is America gonna do something drastic. Something finna happen because the nation ain't gonna just let you take them out of power. You know, they gonna war is finna break out. War will happen. War will happen, and it's gonna happen soon. You know, you think America just gonna and this what the elites want. They want chaos. They want the anarchy. They want all hell to break loose in societies. But as they doing this, the nations are preparing for war. You know, and that's the Lord. This is Bible prophecy. The Lord told them if you read this whole chapter, he told them to prepare for war. You know, and I said that because China is an agriculture. It was once an agricultural country. They wasn't all into, they mainly just producing and growing food and things of that nature. Now they missiles, building super soldiers and hypersonic missiles and just they war ready. Great navies and air force. China ready to go. And also these other nations building up they militaries. But it's all because of Bible prophecy, which they will neither one of them gonna be the victor in this thing, man. The point I got it for this scripture for is, let the weak say I'm strong, because these other nations who once bowed down to America backed off, not talk too much, getting sanctioned left and right and not giving a damn, man, and developing the currency to weaken the American currency and our Western currencies. So that's the weak saying I'm strong. Like y'all ain't finna just do what y'all want to do no more. They tired of it, which we know the elites got a part to play in, but the Lord is controlling the elites. That's why we can tell these niggas what they finna do. through the scriptures, through the spirit, through the Rakakwadash, man, the Holy Spirit.
With their currency in global trade. What do you think of that story, Steve?
Well, China, several years, has made very clear, along with the Russians, they want to downgrade the dollar because they think that'll enhance their power around the world. And certainly the way we've treated the dollar over the year.
Yeah, whoever got the currency, whoever currency is top currency, that is who rule the world, man. What the Lord told who or should we pay taxes? What the Lord told him. See who face on the money. Caesar face on the money. So again, render to Caesar what Caesar. That go to show you who rule and whoever face on the top currency, that's who rule the earth. Like if the American dollar is the top once was the top currency. I don't know about now, but it once. If you go anywhere in the earth with an American dollar, that dollar was worth more than the currency of the place you was at. So you can go to America with $100 per se, and you get to another country, that $100 probably be like $200 or $300, $400, $500, $1,000. Depending on where you go on Earth. Or that $100 could be shit worth $10,000 in another country. You know, but that power is being depreciated. Now you gonna go. It's gonna get to the point where you gonna go somewhere with the American currency, and they gonna be like, "We don't take that here." You know, where your digital you want it. Nah, they talk shit. But that's coming, man. That MOTB is coming. And it ain't gonna be backed by no damn digital yuan. It's gonna be whatever the elites come up with. They gonna come up with a one world currency. Everybody gonna have that same digital ID currency installed within they CHI to the P, which the elect of the nation of Israel won't receive. We'll just be disconnected from this wicked ass kingdom that's falling, man. You know?
Has gone in that direction. However, people are not going to trust the Chinese yuan. You may get these one-off deals like they're doing with the French, but China does not.
Not gonna trust the Chinese yuan. So what Esau gonna do? Esau know people not gonna trust the dollar. People not gonna trust no currency no more. So what Esau gonna do? He gonna cause anarchy and chaos, and people gonna be begging for anything. They gonna be begging for any kind of solution, any kind of solution to the problem. Esau gonna present a solution to the motherfucking problem. It's gonna be the MOT to the B. you know, and they gonna go. We got CBDC, central bank digital currency. That's gonna be the new currency, not the yuan, not the ruble, not the American dollar, or whatever other country got a dollar with an extra name to it. No, it's gonna be the central bank digital currency. You know,
have real capital markets. China has capital controls. And so in terms of currency, people are going to prefer the dollar to the yuan. And so in that sense, I think we've got some time to get our house in order.
But on the other hand, people do believe a little bit of
they will have healed Babylon. Babylon cannot be healed. You ain't gonna get no motherfucking house in order. They inward thought is that they houses shall continue forever. Ain't no house getting back in order, my guy. Let me stop. Let me stop, please. I'm thinking about a video I watched. But ain't no house getting back in order. This house is on fire, man, and it's finna get ready to and it's engulfed in flames, get ready to burn to the ground.
he's brokering of the Iran-Saudi Arabia deal not too long ago. He is trying to portray himself as being a world leader.
Right.
Now, it's not that credible in the Western world, but it is becoming more credible in developing countries, and that's really the audience he's aiming at.
And Ambassador, what do you make of the release, the joint statement Putin and Xi released after their meeting, effectively calling the U.S. and its allies a major security threat in Asia? We know that there's a debate over the South China Sea, that there's this kind of potential war with Taiwan hanging in the balance between China and that nation.
People today recognizing more and more we're in deep trouble. They're very, very anxious about what's happening around the world. The seizure of that journalist is one example, but also China's now trying to secure the South China Sea, which is an international waterway. And so everything this country is doing is just feeding what our adversaries think is a declining power. And yes, we did respond to Ukraine, but we're not supplying enough weaponry so they can throw out the Russian invaders. Putin's
America is a declining power. According to Bible prophecy, the Lord say that this place gonna He's gonna bring this place down, man. You know, all the way into thermonuclear missiles hitting this place, man. You know, hyperinflation is coming. The dollar devaluation is coming around the earth because all they doing is printing money. Whenever the them not shutting the government down, what you think they did? They printed money, man. You know, and I'm ahead of this video, but it's relevant for when it's gonna drop. You know, all they did was print more money to pay for 45 more days to pay these government programs and things that was gonna stop getting paid for 45 days. And all that print money, all it's gonna do is cause hyperinflation. That's why the scripture speak of war on him who layeth himself in thick clay, man. You know, wanted to, debt. And America has done that.
getting a second chance there. And the Chinese look at that and say the U.S. does not have the staying power that it had after World War II, and that's a very dangerous situation.
In fact, Brazil and China have already struck a deal to bypass the dollar when paying for trade goods, which is a major milestone in Beijing's long-term plans to establish its own currency, the yuan, as the dominant international currency.
It's very convenient for every nation to use the US dollar as its settlement mechanism. However, as I said earlier, the substantial increase in US interest rates in the last 6 months has really brought home to emerging economies in particular that have dollar denominated debt that there's a significant risk in being overly dependent on the US dollar for their reserves, for their trade settlements. And so that's the basis on which we're seeing this BRICS concept emerge right now. That's why we're seeing it today as opposed to a year ago. The Chinese.
What's so fun? I'm sitting there talking about them. All they gonna do is print some more money. If you look, that's what they was doing on that little video on the side of these people head. They printing that money, you know.
Have, of course, long aspired to develop a digital yuan as an alternative trading currency.
China feels that the United States is trying to contain it. It's trying to stop China's rise. It's trying to stop China from being a player. And of course, that doesn't go over very well.
What is gonna stop China rising? China getting ready to go into captivity. You fucking Moabites, you Chinese people, you Edomites, and all the rest of you nations getting ready to go into captivity, man. Ain't no heathen rising up after this, you fucking heathens.
In China. On the other hand, we in the United States were concerned about China's growth. And so we have aligned ourselves with Pacific countries, Australia, Japan, etc. And we are trying to figure out ways to stop China's rise. To be honest, the relationship between the U.S. and China is falling precipitously. It's going to continue to fall, frankly, until a couple of things happen. One is either some extraordinary leadership in China and or in the U.S., and frankly, I don't see that happening.
In the bid to strengthen ties, South Africa's governing party, the African National Congress, also known as the ANC, has sent senior officials to Russia to discuss reshaping of the global order with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Russian president also signed a new foreign policy which aimed at curtailing Western dominance.
It was pretty much the point of the video. But this Ezekiel chapter 25 in verse And I get straight to the point, verse 11, and I will execute judgment upon Moab, which are the so-called Chinese people, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Verse 12 it say, thus saith the Lord of hosts, because Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Lord of hosts. I mean, damn, it's like it. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, and the Lord getting ready to bring vengeance upon these fucking Moabite and these Edomites. You know, of course Esau, Edom, this nigga the one ruling the world. He ruling over Moab. You think of, even if China did whatever they did, guess what? They Xi Jinping, China, them motherfuckers still ain't over the international bankers. They ain't over the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. You know, they ain't gonna be over them. They ain't gonna have the control that they had. No, these people, all these countries, all these nations in the earth are taking answers and orders from the elite, man, dealing with the heads of these countries. But the Lord getting ready to destroy these people. This Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 1. Against Moab, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. Woe unto Nebo, for it is spoiled. Kerithim. Hey, look, I can't read these names. I'm guessing these are different cities in Moab or whatever in the land of once upon a time. Once upon a time, Moab. Kerithim is confounded and taken. Misgab is confounded and dismayed. There shall be no more praise of Moab in Hezbon. They have devised evil against it. Come and let us cut it off from being a nation. Also thou shalt be cut down, O madman, O madman, O madmen. That's what it say, madmen. But I'm pretty sure you pronounce it different. It say the sword shall pursue thee. A voice is selected. A voice of crying shall be from Haram, 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 spoiling and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard. For in the going up of with thee continually weeping shall go up. For in the going down of Horonaim, the enemies have heard a cry of destruction. Flee, save your lives. Flee, save your lives, and be the heath in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt be taken, and Shemash shall go forth into captivity with his priests and with his princes. And the spoiler shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape. The valley also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as the Lord have spoken. So that's pretty much the point. The Lord ain't got no nothing good to say about Moab. You Moabites is through, man. You Moabites, you Edomites, you Ammonites, you Hamites, you Japhites, you Ishmaelites, you Elamites, all you ites, besides the elect of the nation of Israel, the Israelites, the elect Israelites, it's through, man. It's over with and there. It's over with and everything. Um, that's pretty much the point. Cause this whole chapter about Moab, and I'm pretty sure these different cities in Moab, the Lord getting ready to cut these heathens off, man. You know, Lord getting ready to destroy these people, man. The scripture don't speak about Moab becoming a fucking world power. Man. This the book of Psalm 60 and verse 8. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. It's a Philistia triumph thou because of me. That's pretty much the point. The point is Moab is my washpot, and over Edom will I cast my shoe. And that's what the Lord gonna do, man. You know, put you nations in captivity. Gonna have his foot on Edomite's neck, man. You Moabites, you gonna be working, man. You know, you're gonna be serving who? The Israelites. You ain't got nicks. The UN ain't goddamn finna reign supreme in the earth, and you goddamn come your everything, and you come your everything eating ass. Salaki, Salaki. Somebody called, interrupted. But yeah, Moab ain't gonna bring they everything eating ass in the power and rule. You know, have motherfuckers eating goddamn uh 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 uh, uh fucking shit out the ocean that ain't nobody ever seen before, and a big ass pot. No, man, the year of the rat, the year of the dragon. No, that's not coming to the earth. Buddha, monks and shit. No, that ain't coming to the earth. Lord getting ready to destroy these people. This Psalm chapter 2 and verse 1, it say, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, and Moab has done that, creating fake suns. They all out of space too. You know, they talking about making, rewriting the Bible and all this stuff. Man, the Lord's finna fuck these fucking heathens up, man. And we don't care. We hate these heathens, man. These heathens don't care about us. Fuck these goddamn Moabites and Edomites and Hamites and Japhites. Fuck these people, man. They don't care about us. Let us break their band. This is what they did. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. So these people are delusional, man. Verse 5, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yeah, the Lord finna mess you nations up, man. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Yeah, Yahweh. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. You know, acts of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. And that's what's getting ready to come, you know, to Yahweh. Then he's gonna go to who? His friends, those joint heirs. He's gonna split it with his brothers. It say, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Who? Who you gonna break with a rod of iron? The heathens. And dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So you're gonna be able to do what you want to do in righteousness with your servants. You know, with your slaves. We're gonna use the better word with your slaves. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry with you. With kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him, going to the elect of the nation of Israel. Because the Lord finna fuck these heathen up, and the heathen have no place of repentance, nor can they be saved. The Lord is not dealing with these goddamn heathens, man. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 15. Is gonna take us out. Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15. It say, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." And that's what's getting ready to happen to all you nations, man. All you heathens. All the heathens. All the heathens. Every single last one of you fucking devils, man. You know? Are going into captivity. And you're gonna be forced to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. No more rats. No more oysters and shit. Sea urchins and shit. You know? No more of that. That's done. No more year of the dog. Ain't gonna be no year of the hog. The Lord getting ready to set up his king, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai coming back to take down the earth, or not take down the earth, but to take down you heathens and conquer the earth. Well, he coming to conquer the earth. Let's say that. And guess what? All you heathens going into captivity. Esau was prophesied to be the last rulership, the revised Roman Empire, the 10 toes with part of iron and part of clay, and after that, the rule of Yasha, the rule of Yahweh Shai and his kingdom, the Lord and his kingdom, who the word English called God and Jesus, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, in Yasha, the Israelites rule is coming, which the Lord, I ain't never lost no power, man. But the Lord getting ready to set his nation back up. Yahweh ain't never lost no power. He give rulership to whom he will. And Moab, you ain't got next. And Esau, your time is up. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, when this find out when the end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web, and grace unto the young brothers in truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful late. Shalom. Kwame Shalom. Shalom.